Alright folks, welcome back to Glasgow News. Right, it's been a wee while. I've been very busy with other bits and pieces in my life. You know, I have got a life. Anyway, listen, this is a story about Prince Andrew and the paedophile. How you get the prince and the, what is it, the prince and the pauper and, you know, Beauty and the Beast. I don't know, what am I talking about? That's got nothing to do with it. Anyway, you know what I'm saying, right? This isn't one of the kind of heartwarming stories. This is the prince and the paedophile, right? But this prince obviously is as thick as shite because he says he didn't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. So he's standing in court saying, I didn't do it. I don't know anything about it. I didn't know he did it. I didn't even ask him about it. So here we go. This is a story by Lewis Pennock and Ian Fox. Aye, Fox right enough. Andrew, you're a fox, son. Right, here we go. Prince Andrew admits he made a mistake over pedo pal Jeffrey Epstein. The Duke of York said he should not have met up with his friend after his release from prison in 2010 after on child sex charges. That's right, you shouldn't have, but you did, didn't you? You couldn't wait for him to get out. Because he's your mate. Here we go, let's hear the rest. Andrew, Prince Andrew, I hate that prince pish. He's not a prince, he's just a prick called Andrew. Claims he never saw or suspected any sex crimes during the time he spent with convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Breaking his silence following a string of media reports about his links to the financier who killed himself in prison 2 weeks ago. Well, here you go, did he kill himself? The autopsy by the coroner or whatever it is earlier said he had several bones in his neck broke. No, he supposedly hung himself on his knees. He didn't drap himself, you know, on a chandelier. He just put his weight forward on a bedsheet that was apparently made of paper. And remember now, if any of you out there ever get accused of strangling somebody, just use this information as a precedent, because there's a guy called Bader. He done the second autopsy on behalf of the Epstein's lawyers. He is one of the top guys. He was involved in the autopsy of JFK Kennedy. He's the top man and he says it's suicide. So see if you strangle somebody, just get the details of that Epstein case and say, bang, no, they killed themselves. I've got nothing to do with that. Right, okay, here we go. He also reiterated that it was a mistake. See, I already said that, but I'll just repeat it because it's important. He also reiterated that it was a mistake seeing Epstein after the American pedophile's release from an 18-month prison term in 2010 for prostituting children. Prostituting children. See, that's what they did. They brought it down to prostituting children. Wasn't it rape children? It was like he paid children for sex. That's what they actually did. Can you believe that? Instead of doing them for child sex crimes, they says, well, no, he just paid them for it. Ah, that's all right then. In a statement, Andrew said, it's apparent to me since the suicide of Mr. Epstein that there have been an immense amount of media speculation about so much in his life. Aye, there you're there, Andrew. Now that young lassie there, she says that Andrew slept with her, that she was getting pimped out to Andrew. Her there, Ghislaine Maxwell, that trollop there, right, who's a very, very good friend of hers, she's been providing children for Jeffrey Epstein. Now, how's she no looked up? You know, she's going to kill herself. I can see that. She's going to hang herself. I mean, maybe Andrew will hang himself. I mean, that's what's going to happen. He can't go to the jail. You better hope, Andrew, that there's no any physical evidence of you, right? Because that would go viral, mate, and you couldn't go anywhere. I would normally say you couldn't have walked in the street, but you don't walk down the street anyway. You'd just get attacked if you walked in the street, just randomly, because nobody likes you. But if we knew you had abused children, Andrew, you could bring down the whole Windsor family. Do you know that, Andrew? Anyway, let's move on. He says here, this is particularly the case in relation to my former association or friendship with Mr. Epstein. Therefore, I am eager to clarify the facts to avoid further speculation. We're no speculating, Andrew, right? It's not about speculation. Don't try and kid us, pal. I met Mr. Epstein in 1999. During the time I knew him, I saw him infrequently and probably no more than only once or twice a year. Oh, only seen him once or twice a year. I have stayed in a number of his houses. Right, so you're really close to him. So he was shagging kids at least 2 or 3 times a day. You were staying with him, and you never saw that, Andrew. Oh, I believe you. At no stage, he says here, during the limited time. Oh, it's, I wasn't with him a lot. It was at no stage during the limited time I spent with him did I see, witness, or suspect any behaviour of the sort that subsequently led to his arrest and conviction. All right. As I have said previously, it was a mistake and an error to see him after his release in 2010, and I can only reiterate my regret that I was mistaken to think, blah blah blah, you rat. So basically he's saying that when his pal came out of the jail in 2010, because this is 2019 and he's seen him, say 2 times a year, so he saw him at least 18 times since 2010 then, isn't he? But what for? Epstein's a notorious paedophile. Are you telling us, Andrew, that when your mate got out of the jail, you didn't ask him about being in the jail? About how he got to jail? Did you not say to him, well, did somebody fit you up, Jeff? Because, I don't believe you did this. Jeff, I really shouldn't be talking to you because you're a child abuser. No. Why would you not do that? Let me think. Because you're into that as well, Andrew, aren't you? And he, just like Jimmy Savile, was able to facilitate things for you. You see, that's what Jimmy Savile, people think Jimmy Savile was a kingpin. No, he wasn't. Jimmy Savile was a guy, a facilitator. He was the guy that could walk down the street. They kind of walked down the street. He could provide children for the likes of this guy and others in the royal household. Don't even call them royal, man. There's nothing royal about them. They're Germans. Do you know what I mean? They're not even English. He says here, I have a tremendous sympathy for all those affected by his actions and behaviour. His suicide. His suicide. Maybe you're going to kill yourself, Andrew, because you're right in the headlights right now, mate. You're maybe going to have to go to the tower, get yourself a single bed in there, a couple of bunk beds, and a bit of rope. What we really need is for that Fergie that you ran about with. Somebody should maybe pay her a few £1,000,000 to spill the beans on you, because she's desperate for cash. Do you know what I mean? She was on the phone to me last week, wanted me to buy her a chinky. Anyway, Andrew 59 was notoriously photographed with his arm around alleged, it says, around sex slave Virginia Roberts. It's not alleged, right? When she was only 16. But the Duke denied shagging her. Aye. And the palace says, these accusations were false and without any foundation. Aye, right. Well, there's been a few royals had to top themselves. I think you're going that way, Andrew. I think you're caught. I think you're under real pressure, son. And you better, as I say, hope there's no physical evidence of you up to anything. Alright folks, if you like the content, smash that like button, share and subscribe. It is what it is. Peace out.